It's the Chilean 9/11, referred to here as El Golpe.
It was the worst time in Chile.
On September 11, 1973, General Augusto Pinochet carried out a military coup, changing the course of history in this South American country. It's believed that about 3,000 people were killed and 40,000 detained under Pinochet's rule. Democracy did return to Chile in 1990 though, but as Erwin Asenjo Diaz, a lawyer who knows a lot about this period, tells me, even today, decades later, El Golpe is a controversial topic.
Reconciliation is pretty difficult, but it's a day of reflection, of justice, reconciliation, and also peace, and a lot of conversation.
I'm standing in front of Palacio de la Moneda. It's where the Chilean president works. It's also the place that Pinochet had bombed in the 1973 coup. Inside the building at the time, the then democratically elected socialist president Salvador Allende. Addressing the nation by radio about what was happening. But for many Chileans, El Golpe was simply a transitional point in the country, from one nightmare to another. Under Allende, Chile faced massive shortages of essential necessities like food and gas. While under the military dictatorship, many Chileans had to endure years of human rights abuses. And many of those abuses took place right here, at Estadio Nacional. It's Chile's biggest stadium, and many of the most important football games take place here. But during the dictatorship, it was a detention camp where many political dissidents and people who simply disagreed were tortured and killed.
My grandfather was a socialist and he received an invitation to Estadio Nacional in the Pinochet period. And he didn't go.
Unfortunately, many of those who did decide to go didn't leave alive. Though it's been nearly 3 decades since the fall of the military dictatorship, the conversation about that period can be very contentious, even amongst millennials here.
I know a few that they think that it was a good period, but when you talk about that, you say, but what about the people they murdered? And then they think, oh, right.
Some Chileans make the argument that Chile has one of the best and most stable economies in Latin America thanks to the economic policies that came from the dictatorship, while others highlight the human rights violations and growing inequality that existed here for nearly 2 decades. For CT News, I'm Anthony Hill, Santiago, Chile.